This is not, I believe in God, therefore God exists. That's not Descartes' argument. Instead, he asks, why do I possess the idea of an infinite, perfect being? And his answer becomes one of the most famous and controversial arguments in philosophy. Descartes has recovered one certainty. He exists, a thinking thing, but beyond that small island of certainty lies an ocean of doubt. The world may be an illusion. His body may not exist. An evil deceiver may still be manipulating every thought. And yet, within his mind, he discovers something remarkable. Among his ideas is the concept of a perfect being, infinite, eternal, all-powerful, all-knowing, God. Descartes begins by examining the contents of his mind. Ideas of trees, ideas of people, ideas of numbers, ideas of imaginary creatures. Some ideas may be false, some may be dreams, but one idea stands apart. The idea of an absolutely perfect being. Every idea seems to have a cause. Some ideas come from experience, others are invented. A unicorn combines a horse and a horn. A dragon combines features of many animals. The mind can rearrange what it already possesses. But can it create the idea of infinite perfection from nothing? Descartes introduces a principle. A cause must contain at least as much reality as its effect. Something greater cannot arise entirely from something lesser. A tiny candle does not create the sun. A finite mind does not seem capable of producing the idea of infinite perfection. Descartes recognizes his own limitations. He doubts, he makes mistakes, he lacks knowledge, he changes, he is finite, imperfect, dependent, yet he possesses an idea of something completely opposite. Infinite, perfect, independent, eternal. Where did this idea come from? Not from the physical world, not from imagination, not from his imperfect self. Descartes concludes that only a truly infinite being could be the source of the idea of infinite perfection. Therefore, God must exist. This is crucial. Many modern summaries stop after the proof. But for Descartes, the proof is only valuable because of what it unlocks. Descartes is not proving God's existence merely for theological reasons. He needs God to solve a philosophical problem. If a perfect God exists, then ultimate deception cannot govern reality. A perfect being would not create humanity solely to be deceived. The terrifying possibility of the evil demon begins to weaken. For the first time since the beginning of the meditations, the darkness begins to lift. The thinker is no longer alone. Beyond the certainty of the self lies the certainty of a perfect creator. The rebuilding of knowledge has begun. Today, many philosophers challenge Descartes' proof. Some argue that the idea of perfection can arise from human imagination. Others reject the principle that causes must contain as much reality as their effects. Yet whether one accepts the argument or not, its ambition remains extraordinary. Starting with nothing but the certainty of his own existence, Descartes attempts to demonstrate the existence of God through reason alone. Yet a new problem appears. If God is perfect, and if God created human beings, why do humans make mistakes? Why do we fall into error? Why do we believe false things? In the fourth meditation, Descartes will confront one of the oldest questions in philosophy. If a perfect creator exists, why are imperfect creatures capable of error?